let's get started again. So I'm going to talk about the file system at Kebnekaise. And I'm guessing that you guys have found the project storage, or I hope you have, and created your own subdirectory. So I'll just do a very quick overview of what the file system is there. And as I have mentioned, there is the project storage, and there's your home directory, and there is scratch space. The project storage is the one that's recommended for the batch jobs. The batch jobs will also run from your home directory, but since it's a small space there, it's only 25 gigabytes, it's not recommended when you have project storage. And you can also run from scratch, but again, remember that scratch is not going to stay. I mean, it's if it falls up, or even on the login node, then it will be cleaned. So project storage is not backed up, neither is Scratch. Your home directory is. So if you have smaller things that is not easy to create again, like configuration files, batch scripts, and things like this, you could have a copy of those in your home directory. It's all accessible by project for the batch system, but the scratch space is only accessible by node. So if you are running a job on some node, then you are able to access the scratch space on that, but only while the job is running. So make sure it's copied away before it stops if you're running in the scratch space. The performance is the same and high on project storage and home. It's not so high in scratch space, and the default readability is group in the project storage and owner is in the others. And the permission management is done by change mod or change group or ACLs. That is tools to manage the permissions. You can't manage it in the scratch space because that is on a node that you don't have access to. So it's just your batch job that's running there. And yeah, that is what I will say about this. So the home directory is pointed to by the $home environment variable, 25 gigabyte quota limit, as mentioned many times before. It's backed up regularly, but it's small, so you probably shouldn't use it for production jobs. Run them from project storage. To find the path to your home directory, you can do pwd just after logging in, or type cd from wherever you are and then pwd. You can also do so you can do cd and then pwd, or you can do echo and then home, and then also you get told what it is. But let's go back to the directory I was in, and an easy way to go back again is cd and align this. And now I'm in my project storage. Project storage is where project's member have the majority of the storage. It's applied for through Super as a storage project, or you just use default storage. They are usually linked to compute project, as I said. That's where you should keep the data. That's where you should run the best jobs from. It has high performance, and it is accessed from parallel jobs or since your home directory has too little space. And it's located always below /project/no backup. And the directory name is either the project ID or if the PI picked one during the creation of the proposal. And it is possible, if you get an extension to your project, to simply use the same project storage name for the directory. And if you do that, then you just will keep it, and you don't have to migrate it. So that's useful. But remember the thing about project storage not being backed up, and thus it's not intended for permanent storage of stuff that you cannot easily regenerate again. Because usually nothing will happen, we will not go ahead and delete it, but if something happens, maybe it can't be recovered because it's not backed up. And yes, it's shared between users of the project, so you should create a subdirectory. And I'm going to assume you have done so now. And if not, take another minute now and make sure you have done it. I just wait 1 minute and check that everyone has that.
Excuse me, it says when I try to make a subdirectory that permission is denied.
What is your, wait, it should not be this directory. It's because I have screwed up and written something wrong here. It should be Kebnekaise intro instead. It's this directory. Can you create anything in that directory?
I'll try. Yes, now it works.
Okay, good. I will fix it on the website. I was going to call, I for some reason renamed it during the creation process. I don't remember why, but yeah, that's why it's written wrong. Okay, I changed it, but it will take a few minutes to update on the website. So I will continue. The quota, the size of the storage project depends on their location. Small, medium, and large storage projects with their own requirements. You can read about it in Super. The quota limits are specific for the project. There are no user level quotas on that. So it's the whole project storage for all the users together that has that quota. So if I type quota, you can see there is, it lists here, this is my home directory. This is the various projects I'm in. And then there will be a file count and a storage, how much space is used, and what the quota is of both files and space, because there's both an amount of files you can have and an amount of storage that you can use. And that has to do with how the file system functions. it doesn't function well with a huge number of small files. So because of that, there's also quota on how many people can have of those, but you can also apply for more of those. And for Scratch, we don't recommend you use Scratch unless you really know what you're doing. And also because it's not as fast and because you need to handle copying things there yourself. So it's better to use project storage. And also because Scratch is volatile, we'll remove older file if there is not enough space on it. And that happens regularly if someone is because when you are compiling things, then Scratch get used and fills up. So the key points here are when you're logged into Kebnekaise, you end up in your home directory. The home directory is /home/u, your first letter of your username / your username, and it's pointed to by the environment variable $home. Your project storage is located in /proj/no-backup/ the name the PI picked. And it's still not updated, but it is /proj/no-backup/ Kebnekaise intro. The project storage is not backed up, and you should run the batch jobs from the project storage.